Well, that's no good. It's kind of funny because I've been answering a lot of questions and talking a lot about toe catches and pullouts. And by golly, if we don't have a pullout, something was here, because I mean, this is where I caught the bobcat, so there's already a catch circle, but it's been disturbed more so. So who knows what's actually the culprit? I don't see any hair or anything in there, so back to the drawing board. Well, we wound up with a goose egg today, but I got some more good sets out. I think I got 17 predator sets out. Got a new property, about 500 acres all set up. Well, set up on the predator side. Still got beavers and coons to set there. I did set 2 beaver set traps, and then I set a couple coon traps too. So I think I got 17. I got about 21 new sets out, and then I had 8 sets out. So I'm going to be running tomorrow right at about 30 traps, and then I'll have, you know, hopefully be slowly adding to that over time, especially with the beavers and coons. And then as I kind of look around the properties, and if I find another, you know, better location, or another location I feel like needs to be set. But that, I find that I've had questions about how many traps I'm running, and you know, with my catches, they kind of tailed off, but there for a while I was doing pretty good, staying pretty consistent on catches. And so, you know, usually with because I'm not a long line trapper, I'm just a short line hobby trapper, and I find, you know, 25 to 30 sets is enough to keep me busy pretty well. And I say busy between checking, remakes, skinning, resetting, you know, after a monsoon or something like that. You know, so I'll have on this property that I set up today, because it's all behind one gate, so as soon as I go in, you know, I'm accessing the whole thing. I'll probably push the number of traps I have there up some, just because it's so easy, you know, with these cattle farms and stuff that I've been trapping. I got, you know, 2 or 3 gates to go through at every farm, and so that slows things down. And then too, the habitat's not there, right? You know, 400 acres of cow pasture is not the same as 400 acres of pine plantations. And so that's something to keep in mind too. You know, you'll see, I think you'll see as this week progresses, I'll start picking up more foxes, more bobcats, than I have been on some of these cow pastures, just because, you know, with the wide open pastures and just kind of some hardwood along the drains and creek bottoms, you know, you got coyotes passing through here and there, and, you know, maybe a few foxes around. But I'm pretty excited. I always like moving on to the hunting clubs and the land. This is a very well managed piece of property, and so it's gonna be jam up. The one thing that I'm a little bit disappointed with is it's a lot of older timber, a lot of older pines that have been thinned before. So there's not as much underbrush, and I really like, man, if you give me like some 5-year-old planted pines, I like that a lot, because that's, you know, everything's real thick, grassy, and I mean that's rabbit and rat and mice heaven there. So some of this stuff it's been burned, and so it's got a little bit of understory to it, which is going to be good for there. And there's a good many rabbit tracks around in different places. So I'm anxious and excited to run and see how we do there. So y'all stay tuned. Heck, we have some crazy weather. I hope we'll get a little bit of winter weather before trapping season goes out, but it was in the mid-60s today. And I'm not necessarily saying that complaining, because I know some of y'all are sitting in feet of snow, but at the same time, it's kind of frustrating setting traps and wiping the sweat off your brow too, trying to keep it from dripping on your trap as you're setting it. So, but I do hope we get a little bit of cooler weather before things final off. My luck, we'll get cool weather about March 1st as soon as I pull all my traps. But anyway, we'll see. I'll see you tomorrow.